We're in for the classic, the Ronan. And even though I'm not the greatest fan of it against the Shana, we're gonna go all in on the first items we see, trying to get as much power as possible. She's slowing us down, but I think we maybe have a chance in overtime. No, we don't. It's a slight problem of her little bit of stamina recovery, of her little bit of life recovery. That just crushed us. Can't say no to a sail banana, unfortunately. Didn't really get much other upgrades. Lots of weapons, which is scary. But unfortunately, none of them are going to trigger our spikes, I think, because they're all ranged. Actually, I'm not sure if the stick is not melee. Oh, okay. That helped. It didn't help, so our spikes have remained completely useless. Yeah, let's go for a little bit of economy. I think the luck also helps. This fight could really be decided by our spikes and his poison. Good that I bought a cleanse item. I think the cleanse is really going to win me the game here. Yep, as expected. And what do we have? We have the armor item, very fun. I think with a Gideon you gotta go for the armor, right? And the game apparently really wants us to fight Shanas. Still gonna buy a cactus if it's this cheap. I really want to buy the witch's head, but I also kind of want to have the golden tail, just because it will cleanse all the stuff that Shana throws at us away. Now we have the big problem. Actually, we don't have a big problem. For now, we can just sell one of our cactuses, or cacti. Cactata. And I still want to have the fusion happen this turn, because the cactuses are just not gonna do anything this round, right? So we take them out for the round and add stuff that is useful. That way our succulent can focus a little bit more on cleansing the other problems that she's throwing at us. Yeah. Well, the bleeding is just too strong. The bleeding choose item, you can basically just kiss everything goodbye in that moment when that thing comes out. But now we have this nice witch's head. Did they change anything in here? No, still the same. So still put the fastest items in there, which usually are weapons. This thing takes 3.5 seconds. Nope, we need to put you in here. 3.9, 3.5. So this is faster. Still have not really have a weapon. Not a fan of the hooked blade. I really want the training blade to upgrade. Gonna get a lot of armor now. So our biggest worry is really just the cleanse. And our biggest weapon is going to be the overtime damage. So I mostly just want cleanse, and I want to strip our opponents of buffs they have. See, a broom is kind of a weapon I can get behind. More than this thing, because the broom is going to make blind our opponents. Then we need more armor for this item and more cleanse. Do we go for this big armor? I don't even know what it does. They changed it, I think, too. Yeah, it's mostly just a temporary boost, huh? Not a big fan of that. Could consider slowly transitioning away from this tail. But for the time being, I think since we got it on sale, we can just run with it a little bit longer. Maybe even take the shoes. But I really don't think the shoes are great for us. I don't think we can. Yeah, we would need an eye to upgrade this broom to the flying broom. But I think almost all builds will profit from a hag's head. Just need one of the magical orbs as a mana payoff, and you're just golden. This will help us immensely. So we're gonna get it. And I think now it's time to say goodbye. No. Like this. And get a little bit of poison for good measure. Of course, we want another pet to increase our bleeding and our buffs. Since we're fighting the long game, buffs are our best friend. Do we just go for a shovel? I think so. I like a shovel. While it's on sale, we get a cactus. And I don't mind a second witch's head. The only problem is, how do we facilitate that now? A little bit of rebuilding. Never hurt nobody. Perfect. I do not like the tournament lands. And I refuse to ever learn what it does. But whenever I bought it, it felt terrible to me. Sure, why not? Why not add a little bit of poison to our life? I still really want to see the Star Shield. Yeah, we're struggling a little bit with stamina now. This opponent only bought bags, so that's easy fodder. And this shield is exactly what we want to see. The fishing harpoon could also be an interesting item for us. Maybe we move out of this and into the fishing spear. Well, of course we get the jagged blade right afterwards. I think it is rebuild time. We are looking to really improve the power of our build. And I think the best way to do this needs armor. So now we have 2 items that need armor. Maybe I should not build around the harp. Well, that was not smart. But build around the excuse me for that. Build around the armor item. Okay, drop all items. This ticks every 12 seconds, so keep it far away from the warrior backpack. So these pieces here are now when critically hit, so every 12 seconds we gain armor per armor. That is kind of the same. This way, this item is maxed. This item is not maxed, but I think I would need another piece of armor to max it anyway. And then we do a classic super speed up here. And the classic cactus farm, followed by our garbage. And I think this looks good. We should be cleansing a lot, we should be shielding a lot, and we should be blocking a lot of damage, gaining some debuffs. Now I really want a mana outlet. Something that we can... That's something. That is something that I was talking about. We need, of course, backspace. And where do we put you? Probably here. Okay, so now I was talking about this one piece here. Is this the solution? It is. I really like these armor kits. I'm addicted to them. And I think fish is faster than cactus. No, cactus is faster than fish. Not gonna add more spikes. If I would want anything, it would be a crown now. Crown would replace probably an armor kit. Or bats. Bats are also really good, because the debuff that we're worried about the most is blood. A wing clipper is also a very interesting item. A wing clipper could be better than this fishing harpoon. I like speed essence. If we can collect the monster essence, I would not complain. But now we're running out of stamina, huh? Kind of like I thought. Bleeding. Bleeding is still our problem. That's gonna alleviate our stamina problem a little bit. Invulnerability is also very exciting. Do we start this more cleanse? I might sell the fishing harpoon. I'm gonna look at the damage in a second after this fight. I think one of the items has to go. Maybe it's the shovel. But look how beautifully we're stacking. Definitely want some invulnerability. I now forgot to look at the stats. I think we can get rid of the fishing harpoon. I definitely want to keep the wing clipper because it's going to prevent our opponents from long game hasting us out of business. And the shovel is blinding them. So I don't want to get rid of the shovel either. So for the time being, we're going to do it like this. There's another piece, and it's a really good one too. Definitely willing to sell a bit of my stuff to activate this one earlier. This is also a piece of armor, cannot forget about that, so maybe put it with the armor. Because if we want to sell out of these armor kits at some point, the invulnerability and the crown are definitely the items we would do it for. So wing clipper here, really important. Making sure we cannot be out-critted. Basically shutting everything down now. I will not ever say no to a heavenly skull though. Especially when we're in a survival war. Gaining a reliable way to regenerate is more important than assembling the Exodia pearl or essence. Because that's another way to defeat bleeding if you just recover more. And we'll get a replacement right away, so we're never worried. This is another way to finish the game. Where do we put this? I think we should put it with... Actually, can't we? This way is also pretty interesting. Then in the future we can... So this needs as many... Needs to be close to armor items. Well, then this is the perfect spot for it. I don't think we can give it a better spot. So now we're also getting a lot of strength, which is gonna have our wing clipper hit for even harder. Beautiful. I still really would enjoy a bat. Like if I could send a wish out to the universe, I would ask for a bat. Okay. Can I ever complain ever again? I don't think so. I think I have to accept that I'm blessed. I think we can very comfortably say goodbye to a lot of this. Yeah, I don't mind speeding the bed up. And yeah, we're mostly just looking for a crown now. Look at this build is incredible. Our opponents really assembled a very strong build. I would not be surprised if they... I want to see how much fire did you put on me? Quite a bit of fire. Very interesting. But we're looking great. One more to go. We still have a few chances to do it. This... it is just a better cleansing piece. And for you, I would need to find a good space. So I have probably need to swap these and then put you here. This way, this one is going to trigger much faster than this, and then it's a little bit stifled, so that I get the full triggers of both. Still manifesting a crown, still manifesting the lifesteal for the bat, maybe. But we have so much cleanse that I'm not really worried if I fight against the Chana. Yeah, she just couldn't make it through our defense. Final build, I mean, stars, of course, Hungering Ward and Fortress Ring. And then I would say the Wing Clipper and the Shovel and all our witches' hats just prevented us from ever dying. That is another one down. And let's see who the game offers us. Sage or Enoch? I think we're going with Enoch. I haven't played him. Should have had my list ready. I definitely played him, but I think he ended a streak. So let's hope that this time he's not ending our streak. Or we could go for Sage, but I would kind of want to have her on 15 first. So if we fought already with Enoch and won, I'm going to go with Sage. And if we haven't done Enoch, I'll go with Enoch. See you guys next time. Bye.